Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn today, and today we get to do some expansion. First of all, looks like we're going to get this dam in pretty quickly, but that's not going to fix the water problem, because the water's just going to go out right here. So we're going to make a long haul across the map, and first things first, we're going to put in some nice dams right across here, so we get to keep all of that water. Now let's go back and take a look and see how to get there. Take this path, and we're just going to go way up here. Okay. Way up here. Well, it only goes so far, but that's okay. We can still get there. We just need to draw the path up. Come along, path. There you go. We can do that. We'll set these as slightly higher, and they will get to work on those. I'm going to take and put in a storage here just temporarily for all these trees. We say temporarily, but it rarely ever becomes temporarily. So we'll do what we can with that. There's this beautiful dry lake bed over here that I think it's about time we try and make our way over to. We've already got some of the tracks set up and some of the paths set up. So we're going to take and let's do gravel path 2. We'll come on out here around the mountainside just a bit. There we go. And on down this way. Same thing with our tracks. We're going to set up here. Yep, that looks about right. We'll do that. Some tracks in here. Where is there? It is. We want the track to be about there. And we'll come through right into here. And eventually down to here. Now that's quite a ways for them to walk, so I think we're going to go ahead and take out 4 of these. Position ourselves up a nice... Maybe took out 1 too many. That's alright. We've got that. We've got our road here. We're going to go ahead and put in, let's see, a builder's hut right up here. We're going to put in some stairs so we can get down there, of course. Then once we're down there, we'll come out and around, maybe 1 more over. Nope. Maybe I should have started there. That's okay. All the road is connected. It'll go there eventually. We're going to come out this way. Here we go. Come down here. Put in another one and tell them to demolish. Well, I think we have to hit the button on these for some strange reason. We'll tell them to get rid of all of those. I would like that fairly high priority when they can get to it. During the dry season, we seem to have an excess of builders, so I think what we're going to do there to fix that problem is we're just going to make a short row of builders' huts. We'll set them all at the lowest priority. Highest priority to build. Lowest priority to work. Here we go. Once those are in, everything should build just a little bit faster. There's a couple places around the map that now are getting dried up pretty quickly, so we're going to go ahead and toss in a stream gauge to keep track of all of those. We're going to put one in here as well. That should keep track of all 3 of those. And then over here, we'll put one in right here. We can work all of these off of that one as well. While we slowly make our way up the side over here, we are going to need to clear out some paths for the train to come through. Now, I took a look and saw that if we were to keep going straight with this particular rail, we'd have quite some difficult mountains to get over. So we're just going to move over one and we'll be okay with that. But we do have to clear out this place first. So we're going to go ahead and take that out. And once that's clear, we'll go ahead and put in what we need of the tracks. With us starting to get into this area here, I think we're going to try and capitalize on some of this deeper water here. So let's see if we can get any pumps in here. There we go. Put one here. Can put two in there without too much problem. And let's see, do I need to take down any paths? Nope. We will just connect these in right here. I will want one path from there eventually. But we're also going to connect this one in. Let's tell them that that is high priority. And hopefully they get those in so they can get a little bit of this water in there. I think it's also about time we start taking a look at this over here and seeing if we can get a little bit of extra water up here. So let's see if we can take this here. We're going to come up, about here, and we'll put ladders up here. There we go. Around the edge here, we'll do the same thing. Right along the side here, there we go. And we'll put in some gates. So, yep, there's our triple floodgate. Put you here. We'll just put you guys across right here. There we go. We'll get in a couple of platforms. Is that a 1? That's a 1. Are these 2s? Yep, those are 2s. So now, there we go. That should be enough to get them to save a little bit more water up here. Not a ton, but it should help out. I changed all of these pumps over to bots, so they're pumping 24/7. In fact, we probably could take the hours up just a little bit so our regular beavers could be in their pumps a little bit longer as well. However, I don't want to have them to walk all the way over to the railway and then get off the railway, get their fuel, and then come back. I would just prefer them to have the fuel right near them. So we're going to go ahead, toss down a small tank here, toss down a small one there. We're going to say that one is for biofuel. There we go. And we're going to obtain there so they can pick up their fuel right there. And same thing with the catalyst. We're going to obtain right there. Once they get that in there, they won't have to walk back so far when they need recharged. We've got our couple of water pumps over here, and they're quite a ways, but that doesn't bother me that much. We're actually going to come out here and block off part of this river, or at least I hope we'll be able to block off part of this river. Come out this way, and we'll put down our dams here. We're going to put them, let's put them right across here. And maybe we can catch even more water on the way out. We can't quite get to the other side of the map yet, but we can go this part the way and have a bunch of extra water there. We'll set those up a little bit higher. Would it be quicker if they came across here? It might very well be. Let's see if we can get an alternate path set up. Well, maybe not. They all seem to be walking over there just fine, so we'll let them have at that for a bit. I was looking at this area here, and it does look really strange, but I think what I'm going to try and do with this is just turn it into a complete water pickup and storage area. So let's take some small tanks. We'll scatter those around just to fill in the space here. There we go. There we go. And we'll do this. Something like... where is a large tank? Let's get a large tank in here. There we go. One large tank. Can I fit another one? Nope. Let's get a medium tank. Do medium tank there. Medium tank here. We do medium tank. Medium tank. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll fill the rest with small tanks. There we go. And this will all be for water. Put one there. One there. I don't know if we'll ever be able to fill all of these. But just to have that storage should help us out quite a bit. Especially as we get larger and larger populations in here. Our beavers are finally getting to putting in this track over here. However, I've noticed a small problem with the track design. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, that is going to be a problem. So we're just going to take that out of there. We're going to upgrade this to the 1x1 turn, and we're going to say that is super important, so they get that done right away. At the end of the dry season, we're looking like we have 25 beavers that aren't really doing anything, so I definitely could have done more builders' huts or hauling posts. In fact, let's go ahead, get in 2 more hauling posts, and we will say, again, those are very important, but not very important to the workplace. Then we'll at least have the beavers doing something while all of these pumps are turned off. Our dam did go in over here, so we should be able to save a lot of this back over the course of the next drought. However, we also opened up our lake over here, which makes everything look pretty nice. But we are going to need something to keep that water in. And I don't think a dam will work properly. So we're going to do some floodgates. The reason I don't think a dam will work properly is because, well, actually with these dams in place over here, they might work properly. Because that should fill up and then it won't unfill. So you know what? Let's just put in dams because they're easier to work with overall. Let's go with dams here. Nope, that's a levee. There we go. We'll put in a set of 3 dams. Say those are pretty important. And they can get those in before the next dry cycle. Our dam is in, which means our lake should stay. So we're going to go ahead, toss in a couple of these. Let's get our flags in here. And we'll get them here. There we go. We'll say those are very important. And I'm also going to put in... let's put in a hauling post over here. Just so we can get stuff over here. Again, high, low. Once they clear out all of these trees, we can start building next to this nice lakefront property. There we go. We'll get rid of all of that. And we'll toss in some storage for them. In fact, it can go right there next to the railroad tracks. Nobody's going to mind. we've started to go down in scrap metal again, so I went ahead and turned on our scrap metal gatherers, but that means they've cleared that out for us, so we can finally get rid of this spot. Eventually, we're going to make a cattail version of this, but for now, the cattails in here seem to be doing pretty well. In these little hamlets here, I'm noticing that a lot of them are coming back hungry because they're riding the train over to get their food, but that still takes time. Whereas what we could be doing is we could toss a small warehouse in here. Let's say we'll put one... I like here. We'll put it here. And then we will put a tank. Let's say right here. There we go. Set that one for water, and we're going to set this one for the packaged foods all. There we go. And set these to obtain. And then we'll just have people bring them food and water in. Same thing here. They can get right onto the train. However, they don't really have a good place to go and just grab a quick bite to eat. So let's toss in another small warehouse. Let's set it... For now, we're going to set 2 of them right here. And we'll put water in the middle. Yep, that looks good. We'll set them up as they get built. Over here, they have managed to clean out all of our logs here. So we're just going to pause all these. Have them bring the logs to somewhere else. There we go. Yep, we'll just click that. It'll empty all these out for us. That one's empty, so we can just go ahead and get rid of it. That one. This one's done. That one's almost done. There we go. Now over here, I would like to start some lakeside apartments. We have our big apartment building over there. I'm going to start another one probably over here. And to do that, we're going to go... Let's see. We'll plan it out here first. That's something I'm not used to doing. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would like to detonate all of the places under there to get them at the base height. So I'm just going to leave that for a second. They're not going to build it by the time I get in there. There we go. And then we've got ones that come all the way up here. I should have left those houses. See, that's what planing gets you. Just trouble. There we go. All right, all of that goes in there. This goes in here. 1, 2, leave 2 spaces to get in between the 2 places. There we go. That doesn't look quite right. Should probably be even. And then we can start on figuring out what we want to put in here. I think we'll use this nice yellow that was made. Our nice yellow brick road will come right around the towers. There we go. And we'll go back in here. There'll have to be one here. One here. You know what? I could move these back and have something in the middle of them. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to change our plan slightly. Here we go. That can all go. This is done. This is done here. And now we're simply going to put back in the yellow path here. And there we go. They can follow their yellow brick road all they want. I am surprised how fast they were able to get some of these in here. All of this is now in and ready to capture water for us. We're just going to put them all as water supply and have the builders or the haulers move them around. The time has finally come. We have our 10,000 science, so we can switch over and have bots building bots. Hopefully that increases our number of bots and they're not all stuck just building more and more bots forever. But that should help us out quite a bit. They've got our dynamite laid for our apartments, so let's go ahead and get those in here. Housing. Here we go. We'll put these in. We'll put these in correctly. There we go. And you go there. There we go. Now here, around the buildings, we're going to do some decoration. Let's get a nice Torii gate in here. Let's get maybe... yeah, this one. We'll put one in there. We'll put one in here. We'll put one, let's say, here as they're going. Actually, no. Let's just delete that and this, and we'll get the rest of the road here in a second. There we go. These Torii gates don't always cooperate. There we go. Now we've got gates. Excellent. And one of the big things that I wanted to do here, we're going to put our hedgerow behind here, of course. And then, let's see, trains, passenger station. It's going to be very close for them. It'll be right here. Let's get that 2 curve in. We don't need 2 curves. The trains work perfectly fine on the single curves. But for now, we're going to do this. And hopefully that makes their walk from just about everywhere green. We're going to have to figure out what we want done with this. We might just take the road straight down from here. That should look a little bit better than a curvy road. Let's just do this the easy way. Out you go. There we go. We'll do our crossing here. There's our train crossing. Yep. Yep, and we'll do crossing paths. And there we go. That should all go in there pretty easy. Now, as for the middle, we are going to, let's see, let's put in a couple of beaver statues at the end. We're, of course, going to do shrubs. There we go. They don't quite reach to the bonus type place, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. This shrub can move down 1. There we go. Also in the middle, let's toss a couple of these guys. There we go. And we'll do some shrines in here. That sounds good. 1 for you, 1 for you. 1 for you, and 1 for you. Let's also get in their campfires here. Can we do 1 and 2? There we go. 1 and 2. And I think we've made kind of a lakeside resort here. That's not too bad. And it can always be built upwards as well. Let's see, is there anything else that we need other than the rooftop terraces, which we don't currently have a place for unless we put out on the lake, and we might just do that at some point, but not at the moment. You know what I forgot to put in while we are over here? Something I'm sure they would appreciate. Of course, some food and water. So we're going to toss in a large water tank here. There we go. and we're going to toss a large warehouse here so they don't have to go too far for food. We are going to put in all there, and we're going to say obtain. And same thing here. We're going to do water and obtain. That way these guys don't have too long to go at the end of the day when they want to get something to eat. And there is our nice little, we'll call it a summer camp. It's got everything that a summer camp would have. Got a nice lake by it. It's going to be a nice little place for beavers to go and relax. And by the way, if you see anything that's slightly different, I had 8 different game crashes here. And at least once I had to replay the entire thing just to get back here. So if you see something different, we're just going to say a wizard did it. Yes, a beaver wizard. Are there beaver wizards? I have no idea. But I would assume that if there were beaver wizards, that would be the kind of thing they do. Anyway, just want to say thank you much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!